24 hours, over 80 vehicles, 600 laps. This race takes your breath away. Start your engines. The 2013 racing calendar is about to begin. Dubai, a city of contrasts. The capital of extremes and the center stage for records to be broken. Racing teams from all over the globe travel to the Arabian world of superlatives for a true racing spectacle. The Dunlop 24 Hours of Dubai. 500 racers are already at the welcome party for the 8th edition of this race. This stop on the 24-hour series has long been a must for any motorsport enthusiast. The race is accompanied by some impressive figures. 82 cars are in the pits, represented by 25 automotive brands with drivers from 41 different countries. A major effort logistically. Under the direction of Creventic, 70 large cargo containers were shipped to Dubai. It is this, without a doubt, that makes the 24-hour race of Dubai one of the most international and colorful races in the world. Qualifying. It's more than just about the position on the starting grid, it's the very first showdown. Here is car 121, one of the most extravagant teams, the Racing Divas. Their car this year is a Schubert BMW. One of the most highly regarded teams is the GT Academy crew from RJN Motorsport in the Nissan. Former PlayStation gamers swap their controllers for overalls and put the skills that they've learned in training to the test. They've got high hopes too.
82 cars on the grid is quite a lot, so it will be very important to really drive well with all this traffic, and I think we're fast enough to win this race, so it's very important to finish and probably will be in the podium.
The Academy crew spent a whole week training here in the Dubai Autodrome. Things look promising. Back again is the agile Mini Cooper S from the Bezaplas team. This car was the winner of its class in 2012. For the first time, the German team also has the Audi TT RS. Behind the wheel, among others, are team manager Franjo Kovac and DTM veteran Roland Asch. Germany's top brand is well represented. Their clearly aggressive Bmw Z4 Gt3 is by far one of the favorites. The Saudi Falcons with Team Schubert Racing won in 2011, but last year had to give up the crown to the Black Falcon SLS Mercedes. BMW's lap times have gotten quicker. This green machine is ready to attack. Attempto Racing caught the attention in qualifying, picking up the second fastest time. Only the Abu Dhabi Falcons could do better. The AMG SLS Mercedes demonstrated its class here in the Dubai Autodrome exactly 12 months ago, taking all 3 podium places. The Abu Dhabi team finished first, who we see here driving a barely branded replacement vehicle. We'll see why later on. It will also be interesting to see the 997 from Fach Autotech in action. The Swiss team go into the race with their 2 GT3 Porsches in the A6 amateur class. Last year's 5th place finishers are quietly confident, even though the Swiss team took it easy in qualifying. Lapidus Racing have brought the distinctive McLaren MP4 12C and a top crew.
I think we've achieved a fairly good time in qualifying today, top 6. We have noticed that the top 5 cars actually put second set of tyres on halfway through qualifying, and they managed to find another chunk of time. So if we did that, then maybe we would have been in the top 3. But as we all know, it's a 24-hour race, and it's not all about being on pole position. Yeah, so it's something different, and it's challenging with the sand, especially this afternoon when the wind picked up. It blows all the sand on the circuit, and you lose a lot of grip. So the grip comes and goes, so it makes it more interesting for the drivers.
Things are going crazy in the pits as the 82 teams get ready for the race. Full throttle through the night. The night practice session is important for the drivers so they can get used to the unlit areas of the track. Dragon Racing's team manager Leon Prince has brought his 458 Ferrari for the 24-hour race and will of course do some driving himself. The 5 Jones brothers in the GT3 SLS from Team Pressy Spark will be racing in Dubai for the first time. Craft Racing certainly impressed in the qualifying session. Their professional team guided the Aston Martin Vantage to 3rd spot and a place on the 2nd row of the starting grid. Some of the top teams, like the Saudi Falcons here, will start the race with 2 high-end cars. The number 12 car, like car 24, is a Schubert Z4, still easily recognizable even in the dark. There are a lot of strong cars. You've got 15 different GT3s here that could win the race. It's going to be a lottery. The car is awesome. All the stickers and the green chrome point work look sensational. I'm delighted to be able to drive a car like that. Firstly, I think you can clearly see that this isn't a stock car. It's probably a meter wider than the Z4 series, but the main thing is the heart of the car. That is the V8 from the Bmw M3, which is 4.4 liters and has more than 500 horsepower. It's a pretty fast car. If you take a look at the rear, you can see just how big the spoiler is. That gives the car a huge amount of downforce. At the moment, it's the fastest touring car that I've ever driven. A real world-class machine. The Black Falcon has an impressive warm-up run. Jeroen Blekemolen, Khaled Al-Kabaisi, Sean Edwards, and DTM idol Bernd Schneider are behind the wheel of the defending title winner. A pedigree lineup. However, the team suffered a setback the day before qualifying. After a nasty crash, the Falcons had to get hold of a new chassis. They are now using a completely rebuilt replacement SLS. Qualifying is their first outing in the car. And what an outing it proved to be. In his 3rd flying lap, Dutch driver Blekemolen set a time of 1 minute 59.104 seconds, pole position. The best time set in training by DTM record champion and ex-Formula 1 driver Bernd Schneider is an incredible achievement. Pole position isn't that important in a 24-hour race, but after yesterday's ride-off and working through the night, it was certainly a surprise that we had the speed to get out in front. We're over the moon, but it doesn't determine anything. Here's what's left of the other Mercedes. Normally, the number 1 car is white. Does the team manager like the improvised silver design?
Yeah, it does look good, but we have a design that we have to put back on it tonight and get all the stickers done. So it will be another whole night of work for the mechanics, which is 2 nights without sleep before 24-hour racing. It's going to be really hard.
Hello and welcome to race day here in Dubai for the 8th running of the Dunlop sponsored Dubai 24-hour race here at the Dubai Autodrome.
Petrol is flowing through the veins again. On the grid, every racer's heart is beating faster. The SLS is pushed to the pole position and we check in with Attempto Racing in 2nd place.
Yeah, I think we have a good driver lineup and a good car. We have a good pace, but then you know, it can happen so much that you can't tell before, but I think with the performance which we have, we can do for sure top 5 and a podium.
In 3rd, Craft Racing.
Yeah, really looking forward to it, and you know, the wind is picked up today. It's a bit more gusty, a bit more sand on the track, so we just need to be careful with that. You know, every car has a strength and a weakness, but overall in the lap time, they all seem to come together pretty close.
There are 7 different brands in the first few rows. A little further back is the Ferrari crew from Dragon Racing.
You're the favourite of the amateurs. Do you think it's going to work as a tactic?
We're kind of where we need to be. It's a very, very long race, and we've found that with the number of cars on the grid, you struggle to go much quicker than a 203.
The new rules only allow the pros to have free reign. All those in an amateur class have to adhere to a minimum reference lap time, but they get a balance of performance advantage. 24 hours, a challenge for both technology and man. Day and night, pure racing. The Black Falcon leads the field in the formation lap. 80 cars start the race in 10 different classes. The world of motorsport gathers in the Dubai Autodrome. The winner will have to complete 600 laps of this Grand Prix circuit. The starting grid, one of the most colorful worldwide. In pole is defending champion from Abu Dhabi, the Black Falcon SLS, followed by the surprisingly fast Attempto Porsche, with Kraft Racing in third. Behind those are the two Schubert BMWs ahead of the Lapidus McLaren, the Pagni Ferrari, and the Japanese team of JLOC. MRS Racing and AF Corsa complete the top 10. The quickest Cup Porsche is in 15th. We also see a few Dubai novices like Car 81, the Dragon Speed from America. 25 of the fastest automotive brands in the world are bumper to bumper. In first place in the SP2 class is the Bezaples Audi TT. In 34th and 36th are the GT Academy cars from Nissan. Here come the fastest qualifiers from the smaller classes. In the turbo class is the all-inkl.com Seat, followed by JR's BMW in the A5 class and the YMOR Z3 in the A4 class. The Bezaples Mini leads the A2 category. Whereas leading the diesels are the Red Camels. 80 cars complete the formation lap. Ambitions may be different, but everyone has something in common. They don't know what this Dubai 2013 adventure will demand of them in the next 24 hours. After 25 changes in the leader and 9 different cars taking up pole position, there can only be one winner after 600 laps. But who will it be? The Audi pace car returns to the pit lane. And they're off! 24 hours to go and every 10th of a second counts. The drivers hit top speed. And we have the first attack. After only a few meters, the Attempto Porsche takes the lead from the SLS. There are also some battles for places further back in the field. The drivers are concentrating hard. No crashes so far. Nicky team in the GT3 997 Cup R has some good pace out front. After just half a lap, Claudia Hüttgen in the BMW Z4 also overtakes the Black Falcons. Jeroen Blekemolen in the SLS was unable to do a warm-up because the mechanics had the car in the garage right up until the start of the race. Pulsating action. What more do you want? After one lap, the rankings are looking like a motorsports autograph book. Porsche lead BMW and Mercedes. Behind them is a second Schubert Z4, then the Aston Martin, followed by the McLaren and the Ferrari. The first breakdown of the race. Nova Racing's Ginetta has come to a stop. The number 147 car from the Academy Nissan races past. Sprint racing out in front. Hüttgen, who has been on all 3 podium spots over the last 3 years, knows the course better than most and attacks the Porsche, sneaking by at the apex. Amazing scenes here. The Porsche dives into the slipstream of the Z4 and team counters with a better top speed at the end of the home straight. A brilliant battle in the opening minutes. Team, whose famous father Kurt was one of the drivers last year in Dubai, has already got some great results himself. And a team with Kevin Estre, who we heard from earlier on the grid, was a winner at the Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. Here's a view from the Aston Martin looking at the cautious SLS with the number 1. The GT3 zip past the slower teams who willingly make their way on this modern circuit that was opened in 2004. We are definitely seeing one of the best GT3 races in the world. Just to remind you, 26 A6 class cars started this race. All of a sudden, there's a bit of commotion. Smoke on the course. Which car is involved? After the smoke clears, the worst is confirmed. Attempto Racing, the leading team with the number 26 Porsche, is out. A painful blow for the ambitious crew. The strenuous opening few laps have left their first marks. The duo racing Bmw M3 has lost his rear apron, which will lead to some slow driving on the course. Code 60 is a special rule here at the 24-hour race, one created by the Dutch national racing team. A 60 km/h speed limit and an overtaking ban, a safer option than the safety car. Most teams take this opportunity to visit the pits. This could be an advantage or a disadvantage depending on where you are on the track.
Now, unfortunately, it looks like that code 60 came at exactly the wrong time for you.
Yes, of course. I was starting to accelerate out of the last corner, so I saw the flag, but it was 10 meters too late to turn in the pit lane. But you know, it's so long, and I think code 60 will come quite often during this 24-hour race, and so next time we are on the better side, and so we will see.
She's right, and no one likes to give even a meter away. The silver Mercedes proves that by darting out in front of the AF Corsa Ferrari on its exit from the pits. The Divas have also freshened up. The Dutch team displayed their ambition in the A3T Turbo class with the cute design of their Schubert BMW. The ladies all agree, though, we're not just stylish, we're fast too. The likable HM Motorsport team had big intentions. However, the Danes have had problems with their Citroën C2 Super 2000 from the start. The number 42 car from clickfares.de is a debutante in Dubai. They're yet to find their feet. There we go, now they're up and running. There are also 2 new McLarens in the 24-hour races lineup. MRS GT Racing suffered an early blow, though. Speaking of problems, what happened to that Attempto Porsche?
Yes, we have qualified second. For a long time we were even leading the race, and unfortunately we had fire in the car, so we needed to stop.
Who's going to win the race now?
I think the team, the number 1 team with Jeroen Blekemolen, Sean Edwards and Alcobashi and some others, they have a good chance. I mean, they have experience, good team, good car, they have a good chance.
The current leader is Gulf Racing's number 9 car, the Lamborghini. A string of accidents has led to a number of Code 60 phases, shuffling the pack. At last, the green flag. The restrictions have been lifted. You can really sense the relief from the drivers. Nobody enjoys crawling along in a racing car. Horses need to gallop. And with 600 horsepower, the V10 engine in the GT3 Gallardo is one of the most powerful on the course. Just a few meters away is a completely different world. The Arabian village that lies within the hills surrounding the Autodrome delivers a cultural scene and offers an opportunity to relax. The racers add something else to Dubai's already alluring culture.
I think it's a good opportunity. I think there's a lot of teams, different people, different professionals, amateurs. I think it's nice that an event like this attracts all sorts of people with all sorts of cars. It's a great privilege.
There isn't just beauty hiding within the cars. The cars themselves are also enthralling, like this self-built machine from Belgium. Yes, that is my car, the GT001. A real beauty. I drove the first stint in my own car. It was unbelievable. I love it so much. It's the 7th time we've entered this competition, and we're sort of already registered for next year. It will be a great year of racing for me. Pure passion. Next door, professionals talk about their ambitions.
It's very interesting now. I know we're only 4 hours into the race, but seeing how the A6 Pro strategy is working out against the amateur strategy with that theoretical best time of the 2:05.
Strategies and the balance of power start to emerge as the teams enter battle mode. Different cars battle for the top places within their class, like this Magan Trophy from Boutsen Gignon Racing. The LP 600 Plus Gallardo from the Japanese JLOC team has been making steady progress. The race enters a beautiful but also dangerous stage as the light gradually begins to fade. Whoa! The Lapidus McLaren nudges the Aston Martin in the twilight. Fortunately for them, nothing serious happened. Stay out of those jostles to safely navigate your way through the traffic, all the while keeping your lap time under 2 minutes. That is the art of an endurance racer. It can be over so quickly. A former race leader yet again finds itself being towed away. The number 9 Lamborghini has problems. It's nighttime in the desert metropolis. The race enters its most exciting phase. The next crash. Seemingly out of nowhere, the GC10 from Global Cars swerves out of control and smashes its front end into the wall on the straight. The result, another code 60 and another rush hour in the pits. Time to check in with Gulf Racing. How is the Gallardo?
At one point, when everybody went in, we were leading because we're the only team that decided to double stint. So we're doing very well, everything went, and then just suddenly I couldn't have any gearbox selection. It sucks, you know, we were doing well.
These are the problems that come with racing. While Schubert's number 24 car is doing well, the second Saudi Falcon is having problems. The team's youngster explains.
It was my second code 60 time outside of my stint. I was warming up my tires, like steering left, steering right. And then suddenly, it was nearly at the end of the code 60. A Ferrari or something else came with 150 Ks or something like that, hit me, and I was on 60, so it was really a big hit. It did the restart too early, for sure, because the flag was outside. I always looked to the next marshal post, and there was the flag outside.
Creeping along in the night under code 60, an opportunity for us to get more reaction.
Well, right now it's not so good because I had my first accident, so, but that's just part of racing, I guess. I'm just trying not to be too mad about it. I don't think the car is too bad. Well, I mean, there's always traffic in racing, but, you know, it's just, there's a big speed differential. Our car's in the middle. You know, we have a lot of cars passing us, and we're passing a lot of cars.
The Schubert ladies can afford to be more confident. They're leading in their class, and the fans are delighted.
I'm Desiree, I'm from Holland, and I am supporting the Dutch racing divas. It's fantastic. Normally I'm a big Formula One fan, so I'm also visiting other races, but this is really special.
Stadler's number 20 car, the 997 GT3 Cup R Porsche, has been the surprise package in the opening quarter of the race. Consistent lap times combined with perfect tactics have allowed the amateur team to lead for hours. Are they surprised themselves?
To be honest, we didn't expect to go for overall, and our focus is on the M class. And now we just try to keep the speed up and stay out of trouble. We still think that the pro cars, when it comes to the early morning and throughout the night, they are quite experienced there. And as you can see now, Dirk Müller was catching up quite fast. And we won't get any headaches to keep up with the pros. So maybe we have some luck and keep it there. If not, we are fine and go for the M.
Actually, Müller in the speedy Z4 has moved up to within a second of the Porsche at the 6-hour mark. With lap times in and round the 2-minute mark, he can enjoy the fireworks. With a quarter of the race gone, Stadler are currently in the lead. The favorites, the Saudi Z4 and the Abu Dhabi SLS, are chasing behind them though. The first non-German car manufacturer is in 5th, the AF Corsa Ferrari. There's a real mix between 6th and 10th. Craft Racing in the Aston, the Dragons in the Ferrari, JLOC in the Gallardo, the Lapidus McLaren, and the 997 from Fach Autotech. Leading the 997 field is the Black Falcon Porsche. Bonk's Corvette is on top in the SP2 class. Cor Oyser in the Lotus leads the SP3, and the BMW from JR Racing is ahead in the A5 class. Top of the pile in the A4 class is Cooper. The Racing Divas lead in the A3T. Vogtland's Mini is ahead in the A2, with SVDP's BMW out in front in the Diesel D1 class. Four hours later, midnight in the Dubai Autodrome. As expected, the BMW from Saudi Falcons leads the field. Full throttle, high-speed racing from the first minute. There's some more jostling out on the track. The Italian AF Corsa in 6th place is applying the pressure. The Divas from the Netherlands suddenly get in the way. The damage forces the ladies into the pits. The Saudi Falcons also make an appearance. Whenever a leader comes into the pits, it's always hectic. Every second counts. Nevertheless, team manager Thorsten Schubert takes a systematic approach, announcing that new brakes are needed for the number 24 car. With the brake discs operating up to 600 degrees, the material can wear down quickly. Even if the lead is in danger, the changes are pivotal. It's all about making the right decisions when you're in the pits. The Black Falcons with the AMG Mercedes make the most of the extended pit stop. Team Schubert were quick, but they've lost pole position. What does Jörg Müller have to say?
It's a jungle out there. It's hard fighting. It's cars everywhere, you know, offline, online. There's a lot of dust beside the line, and it's very difficult safe to overtake safe. So I tried to do my best, and I just had one little touch, but I saved the car as good as possible.
Still out in front of the A6 amateur class and sitting in fourth in the overall rankings is the Stadler Porsche from Switzerland, who also spent a long time as the overall leader. Top of the SP2 class is the Chevrolet Corvette C6 number 126 car, one of the two cars from Bonk Motorsport. Veteran team Cor Oyser are still leading the SP3 class with their Lotus Evora. SP3 is one of the most interesting classes for special cars from the GT4A category. In the shadows of the night, Crubile Sport in the Cup Porsche battle for the lead in the 997 class. The French team are looking pretty stable. The Bezoplas Mini Cooper has dominated his competitors since the start of the race. Their aim of defending the title is going to plan. The Seat Leon Turbo Diesel from Red Camel Jordans.nl is under pressure, but is asserting itself in the diesel class. Unfazed by the incidents on the course, the Racing Divas remain in first place. The GT Academy duo, who we've hardly seen, have been unlucky and lost a lot of ground. A look at the leaders of each class ends with the BMW E45 from Cooper Racing. It's lost a few parts, but it's still comfortably in the lead. Things aren't going entirely to plan for the American debutante in Dubai. The Dragon Speed Le Mans Audi is lagging behind in its class. Sitting in second place in the A6 amateur class is the number 88 car. The Ferrari 458 is running smoothly and is dealing with the 2-minute 5-second limit well. Pit reporter Nick catches up with Rob Barf after his stint.
We've kind of lost the power steering. Feel like a 1950s Grand Prix driver, having to shuffle the wheel. It's fairly physical to drive. It's gone from being quite easy to being quite hard now, but no, we're still in a good position, but still a long way to go.
Back on the course, there are two victims in a collision right by the pit wall. Ram Racing's Ferrari has only suffered minor damage, but the second GC10 is a complete write-off. Most importantly, no one was seriously injured. Now the cleaning crew have come on to remove the debris while we investigate.
Yeah, it basically hit the left rear of my car, which then sent him into the wall. So, you know, we'll get the car back, take a look at it, and hopefully we can see if we can get it back out. But yeah, all the years I've been doing endurance racing, that's definitely the strangest accident I've ever had.
The two Abu Dhabi SLSs are in the hunt as they roar across the course. The cars are currently sitting in third and fourth, hoping for the opportunity to attack at the end of the night. In the tussle for pole position, AF Corsa and the Saudi Falcons are involved in a spectacular moonlit battle. The cars continue to impress, dueling hard while maintaining top performance. After exactly 12 hours of racing, Claudia Hürtgen is just 1 second behind the Ferrari from AF Corsa. A real fight for position in the middle of the night. At the halfway point in the race, the leading pack is bunched up. AF Corsa leads in the Ferrari 458, but the number 24 car of the Saudi Falcons is just a stone's throw behind. Lurking behind them are the two Abu Dhabi SLSs and Kraft's Aston Martin. The fastest amateur team, Fach Autotech, have battled their way to 6th place. The Swiss team's second Porsche is sitting in 10th. In between them are the JLOC Lamborghini, Lapidus Racing, and the Dubai debutant from Prezi Spark. In the 997 class, the French Cruboulet team lead, followed by Car Collection Motorsport and Motorsport Services with their number 54 car. In the SP2 class, Equipe Verzur and Bonk Motorsport are well out in front. Butz and Ginian are in third. The special cars in the SP3 class are lining up behind the Lotus from Oyser. Following them are Bonk and Barwell. JR Motorsport continues to lead the A5 class. Motion Sport and Duvo are waiting for a slip-up from the BMW E46. In the A4, Cooper Racing lead by 18 laps. LD Racing and K&K Team are in pursuit. The Racing Divas are unchallenged at the head of the A3T Turbos class. The Seats from Motorsport Services and Munich Motorsport are right behind. The Bezaplast Mini is going well. It leads the A2 ahead of Gloina and Voklan Racing. In the diesel class, Red Camel Leon are in front, followed by SVDP and the Prefa Racing Austria. 5 o'clock in the morning. The nights are long in the middle of the Arabian desert. Now the teams are looking to their experienced personnel to guide them through the next stage. There is no one more accomplished at AF Corsa than Mika Salo, a real superstar of this race. The Finn was in Formula One for 8 years and has also won at the 24 Hours at Le Mans in the second half of his career. He drives a Ferrari through the night. Only the AMG from the Black Falcons is ahead of him.
Second place is a little bit difficult at the moment to stay there. We leaded the race for 3-4 hours, and then the BMW and the Mercedes is back again. They're very strong and competitive.
How good is it having Mika Salo?
There's nothing to say about Mika. He's over the top. He's very expensive. Every word he says on the radio, you know that he's focused to win.
Comfortably sitting behind the leader is no problem for the experienced Salo. An exciting finale seems guaranteed. In the meantime, the Black Falcons are controlling the race from the front, commanding stuff once again. Time for a checkup.
Yeah, it's really close. It's really hard. Car number 1 is in P1 at the moment, but car number 2 I think is in position 4 right now. So it's a really hard fight, and yeah, it's too early to say anything really.
Who is the main chaser?
Definitely the BMW and the Ferrari. They're the main competitors right now.
Let's take a look at the so-called smaller teams.
I'm Victoria Frost, and today I just clean the windows. But in Germany I drive, but I have no international license, so yeah, I'm just here and have fun. Next year I will drive.
We are looking forward to seeing the pretty German fulfill that promise. We still don't know the true hopes of these guys in the race. For some, the dream is still alive, but for others, it's all over. Superstition starts to creep in. I think it's somehow something to do with the pit. There are no more cars coming into it. Someone's race ends here, someone's race ends there. The Citroën, who was leading the A2 class this afternoon, the Ferrari over there, that was in the top 3 in the main A6 class, I think. The Porsche, they're all out of the race. In this entire pit, that's 3 rows. 3 times 3, that's 9 cars. None of them are racing. Time to call it a day. A few of the garages won't be opening up anymore, but there's still something going on at Team Fox Garage. Their Porsche is in third.
I don't know yet, it's still a long way to the end. Of course we try our best. I think the car is in a good shape. We just have a problem with the clutch, but that's not a big problem. I hope that we can get a good result. Last year we finished 5th, so maybe this year 4th or 3rd.
The night shadows make way for the morning light. A number of teams change their driver as a transition from night to day can be difficult for the already tired drivers. Just like the smaller teams, the leading pack also come in to make changes. the Saudi Z4 and the AF Corsa, as well as the leading AMG SLS from the Black Falcons, all pit at the same time. Schubert's team manager cleans the windscreen himself, in shorts as well. Since the cars are not refueled at the pits, but rather at the fueling station at the end of the pit lane, there is no need for the mechanics to wear flame-retardant clothing. A real safety plus for everyone involved. Ben Schneider steps in as a new driver for the Abu Dhabi team, hoping to use his experience to hold on to the top spot. Keeping his lap time at 2 minutes flat is simply his style. He seems to have the winning gene. Back on the course, the leading trio are delivering a true festival for all GT3 lovers. In between his stints, Schneider reveals to us that it is a pure sprint race, one that's been going on since yesterday's first corner at 2 p.m. It's impressive how the top teams hit consistent lap times with hardly any exceptions. Remember, by the end, exactly 600 laps will have been completed. The Black Falcons have opened up a small 2-lap cushion. The Schubert BMW and the AF Corsa are in the chasing group. Fach and Kraft are a couple of laps behind. It's not clear whether anyone in the lower half of the top 10 could still make headway. The amateur podium is still the main aim for Pressy Spark, Fach's number 7 car, and the Stadler Porsche. Problems for its competition have allowed the number 54 car to take the lead among the Cup Porsches. Vizor is out in front in the SP2 class, while Oyser is on top in the SP3. JR Motorsport are also holding on to first position in the A5 class. There's a new leader in the smaller classes. Gloina Motorsport are now in front in the Clio. Cooper, the Divas, and Red Camel stay on top of the respective classes. O'clock in the morning. The number 1 car is well out in front. Is the win already wrapped up?
It's not over yet. Still 3 hours to go. We can get problems as well. So it's a tough race. It's very hard on the car, very hard on the drivers. So yeah, let's cross our fingers.
The pace is still fast, and the Italians are flying around the track in the Ferrari 458. It's a combination of national pride and a desire to win.
We are very happy, so now we are second. We try to continue like this and finish the race in this position. There is too much space between us and the first P1, but so I'm very happy for all.
Let's listen to what ex-Formula 1 driver Mika Salo has to say about the race so far.
Traffic was the problem, so it's been a tough race because the circuit is a little bit different than Le Mans or any other 24-hour race circuit. It's a lot of corners and a lot of slow cars, and it makes it really hard for us because the speed we approach the corners can be 100 kilometers difference for the other cars, and it makes it really difficult. And also the fact that a lot of slow cars are complete amateurs, and you never know, they do unexpected things, so it makes it more fun.
The red team are now in second place, but what has happened to the Saudi Falcons? An hour earlier, the team were in dismay. Bad news was soon confirmed. The Saudi Falcons had to withdraw the second Schubert BMW from the race. Team manager Thorsten Schubert explained why. Unfortunately, it's finally caught up with us. The belt drive has broken. The engine seized up and lost oil. We don't know whether there was a stone in there or something. We have to take another look at it, but obviously it's very frustrating. It would have been a real close battle until the end. We got back into second place, but the brakes were completely shot. We wanted to push on for the final 4 hours. It would have been exciting, but it's just not to be. It's a real shame because the Z4 is definitely one of the stars here in the Autodrome. While the number 16 car is unchallenged in second place, it's a head-to-head battle for the third podium spot. The Fach Porsche is winning it, but can't clock a lap time faster than 2 minutes 5 seconds as per the amateur class regulations. This gives a lightning-quick Aston Martin a good chance. The fastest lap time so far of 1 minute 59.472 seconds was posted earlier by Stefan Mucke from Hong Kong's Craft Racing team. The Lapidus McLaren taken out is almost a side story considering the action elsewhere on the track. The all-INKL.com team are also surrounded by bad luck, but that's not enough to dampen their spirits.
The race was actually lost for us after the first 3-4 hours, but now the car is running well, and we're having a lot of fun driving, and it's a nice atmosphere here, nice race, nice track, nice weather, nice people, so it's really having fun for us.
Some are just content being in with the chance.
It's really ironic. After 20 hours, and 5 hours in the pits, we're on the same lap, second, third, and fourth in class, and all three of them were in the pit station at the same time. Managed to get out on third, and just a few seconds behind second place, so pushing hard.
Excitement in the turbo class. Only the #1 spot seems to be wrapped up. The Divas have a huge advantage. What made them choose the Schubert BMW?
We talked with the ladies what we wanted to do, and Gabi drove already 24 hours by Schubert. So we made contact with Schubert Motorsport, and that's the reason why we're now driving in a BMW.
Switching from a console controller to a racing car brought the young drivers from the GT Academy to the RJN Nissans. As sensational as this story is, the chapter Dubai 2013 is a disappointing one. At the end of it all, there was a series of bad luck and glitches. You learn how to deal with accidents, knocks, withdrawals, and mistakes. That's all part of it. The number 147 car is 100 laps back. At least the number 127 car will have done enough to get second place in the SP3 class. Time for a summary from US team Dragon Speed.
And other than that, we had a little bit too many penalties with the drivers. Little things, contact, speeding, blah, blah, blah. But, we brought a lineup of quite amateur people. And I think they've done a brilliant job to be fighting for fourth place in their category and within reach of a top 10 overall.
The Prezi Spark SLS has a special workforce. All 5 drivers are brothers. The Jones family are enjoying their day out.
Oh, it's been very good. The reason that we've done it is that we wanted to do a race with all 5 of us together, and it's one of the few races in the world that we could do together.
The number 17 car is now back on the course. The Renault from Equipe Verzur, here with the number 98, is losing its competitive edge as it lets the McLaren pass by.
Yeah, it seems to be we have an electric problem, but it was not a problem. But we won't take the risk. So we did an extra check over a check.
What is it about this event that's so enticing?
Every time there's more public, yeah, so I think it's the one of the greatest show of motorsport.
Compliments to the Dutch team. The Megane is 79 laps ahead of its closest rival. Here, a BMW celebrates a class victory. In the BMW E46 Coupe, Bernd Cooper dominates the A4 class for touring cars with an engine size of 2 to 3 liters. JR Motorsports BMW in the A5 class also has reason to celebrate at the end. Duvo Racing carry what's left of their BMW 1 Series GTR to 4th position. The American Dragon Speed Audi finishes its Dubai debut with an 11th place finish, while Fach Autotech 997 Cup R from Switzerland will win the amateur class. Can the Porsche hold on to the 3rd spot overall? The answer is drawing near, with the Aston Martin appearing in its rearview mirror. Fortunately, Rafael van der Straten's beaut of a car, the VDS GT001, is still in the race. Simply brilliant. If you had followed car 148 today, you would understand team manager's Cor Oyster's race summary.
We had a run without any problems. No problem at all. Not even a hiccup, We had a stop and go penalty a couple of times. That was the only hiccup we had. But the car ran fine till now. Only we got hit once just a minute ago, but that is all sorted. And I think Lotus made a great race car, and we proved today that it can make it easily to the end.
The Battle of the Diesels was won by local team SVDP Racing and their BMW 1 Series. The strong 997 class was wrapped up by the French Croubillet Sport Team. The last few meters were sheer joy. The Honda Saloon from Arabian Team Lap 57 celebrated a victory in the A2 class. Shortly before the checkered flag, the final rankings are starting to write themselves. For the real fans, though, there are plenty of exciting things to discover behind the scenes.
It's fantastic. I remember coming to the first one a good few years ago, because we live just down the road, so you hear it before it starts almost. But yeah, we keep coming. It's great fun, and they put a great show on.
Dunlop have helped put on a fantastic show. The motorsport experts shipped over 8,000 tires to Dubai. Whether professional or beginner, equal opportunity is of great importance to the race sponsors.
When we race in the Le Mans 24 hours or the Nürburgring 24 hours, we're competing against the other tyre companies. So we have to make tyres that are specific and designed in an exclusive way for the cars that have chosen to run on Dunlop. And we're trying to give them a competitive advantage. In the Dubai 24 hours, it's completely different. We have to bring a tyre that makes sure that no one gets a competitive advantage.
The SLS demonstrates its strengths once again. Remember, 2 days before the race, the #1 car was a heap of scrap metal. The Black Falcons will surely remember this race as the 72 hours of Dubai. The Aston Martin Vantage is now closing in, having clocked better lap times. The Foch Porsche has to concede the attack and now finds itself dropping down to 4th place. Here's another look at the decisive maneuver. Team manager Alex Fox's closing words are generally positive. We're delighted. 4th spot overall and a win in the amateur class, plus 6th spot with the 2nd car and 3rd place in the amateur rankings. If you had offered me that earlier, I would have bitten your hand off. The retired Schubert drivers mix in with the crowd. Faisal bin Laden finds some fitting final words.
It's an impressive event. 80 cars come. You don't even see that at Le Mans, it's something really big.
Teams and fans alike storm the pit wall, a clear sign that it's the final lap. Soon these exhausted machines will cross the finish line. The checkered flag, a symbol of triumph. The Abu Dhabi SLS from Black Falcon crosses the line to claim its 2nd win in a row. The Divas also celebrate, as do the other class winners. Time to say thanks.
Really, all credit goes to the guys and the mechanics, because after what happened, the crash on the first day, rebuilding the car making it to the end, and being quick enough to win as well, it's just amazing. And this man's a legend. I don't have to say that.
That's certainly a label you can give to Bernd Schneider. But Khaled Al-Kabaisi can also be considered a real hero as a 2-time Arabian champion.
Didn't want to happen. Everything went against us.
Here they come, the winners of the Dunlop 24 Hours of Dubai 2013, riding a camel as is tradition. AF Corsa's youngest driver is overwhelmed.
My heart in Dubai is very, very happy.
The Ferrari finished in 2nd, followed by the international crew from Craft Racing.
The race was fantastic. The guys did a great job. It's their first 24-hour race, first time here with the Aston GT3, and to get it on the podium and to fight back has been absolutely brilliant.
3 different brands of cars are in the Parc
Ladies and gentlemen, once again an applause for your winning team, Abu Dhabi by Black Falcon Mercedes.
With them is Autodrome Chairman Ali Fadan Al Fadan. Winner Khaled Al-Kabaisi is full of emotions. One final heartfelt message.
It really means a lot, especially after the roller coaster weekend we came through. We went through really a lot this weekend. From out of it, to in it, to getting all of it.
The Dunlop 24 Hours of Dubai 2013, a racing show of superlatives. Fast, colorful, unique. After 600 laps, the defending champions from Abu Dhabi celebrate all over again. Mika Salu and the AF Corsa team finished second in their Ferrari. Kraft Racing clocked the quickest lap time and finished third in their Aston Martin. Fourth spot overall and winner of the A6 amateur class was Fach Autotech. The Jones brothers from Prezi Spark were second in this category. Even the second Fach Porsche managed a podium finish in its class. The second Black Falcon finished in 7th. JLOC secured 8th ahead of Stadler Motorsport and the McLaren from Lapidus. Krubile Sport claimed the Cup Porsche title ahead of Motorsport Services and CC Motorsport. With a record winning advantage of 79 laps, Vezor finished in top spot, followed by Bonk Chevy and Boutsen Ginian Racing. Cor Oizer's Lotus won the SP3 class, with the RJN Nissan from the GT Academy in second and Bonk's BMW in third. The A5 was dominated by JR Motorsport over the whole 24 hours. There was also a clear divide in the A4 class. Cooper finished well ahead of LD Racing, who themselves cruised to second in front of Team K&K. The Racing Divas were brilliant in their Schubert BMW. Munich and Memak Ogilvy Dual Racing took the other two podium places. Arabian Team Lap 57 celebrated a victory in the A2 class. The diesel category was won by SVDP Racing, followed by Red Camel, who were only one lap behind. The Austrians finished third. Whoever saw the checkered flag returns home from the desert a hero. We thank our partners and hope to see all motorsport fans around the world once again when the teams start their engines at the Dunlop 24 Hours of Dubai 2014. See you next year.